Boat-made lobster ravioli, garlic scape, lemon, olive oil, pine nuts, and Sitka spruce salt.
Oh, all right.
My name is Tracie Triolo. I am the chef on Westward, but I do lots of other jobs on the boat. Lots of deckhand jobs and whatever needs to be done. It forces me to stretch, to be bold, be brave, take risks in a kind of reasonably healthy way as far as risk-taking behavior goes in an environment like this. I'm making a lamb ragu. Use mint and garlic scapes and make a pesto out of it. But I try to use local ingredients, wild ingredients included. Smells great, doesn't it? Yeah, it's doing so well. It was so unhappy before, and it just loves it under here, under the engine. I don't know what its deal is. And the object is to be able to pull everything out of here in 2 or 3 minutes in case I need to launch the emergency skiff. It makes me keep it in check a little bit. It took years for me to find them, but we have farmers, Bo and Maria, who live at Farragut Farm and have created this amazing local organic farm. They actually paddle down the river at only has to be a really high tide to deliver the produce at the boat. It's not the way most folks get their produce. They have absolutely amazing things. All kinds of really unique little greens. They grow saltwort and just things you don't find so easily. And a couple of guests grabbed some bulk kelp for me. And my plan is to make a salad out of it. My mother went through this Yule Gibbons phase growing up, and I grew up in summers in northern Wisconsin on a lake with our nearest neighbors 5 miles away and just all this land around us. And so, you know, we gathered choke cherries and violet flowers and made jelly out of them and did all kinds of crazy stuff. Cattails, we gathered cattails and ate the little fronds like little corn on the cob. We all have experiences that make us unique, and I think that that definitely has shaped me. All right, that might be enough of this. You want to come and see me blanch it and make it pretty? This is a really cool thing. When you add hot water, they start to get bright green. Strange wild food chemistry thing. Well, there's so many seaweeds that are edible and tasty and full of B vitamins. Yeah, they're like little ribbons, little translucent ribbons. I think it's really pretty. I had some wild huckleberries that a kid gathered for me in Petersburg. And kids in Petersburg know that I'm a sucker and I'll buy, you know, wild berries or foraged things. Even if they're kind of icky, you know, and I throw them away, I just encourage them to go out and get stuff. So anyway, I made huckleberry ketchup, and I'd love to figure out a way to use it to make, oh, I don't know, a huckleberry cocktail sauce maybe with the crab, or huckleberry vinaigrette from it. I mean, it's essentially vinegar and huckleberries and a little allspice, but I haven't exactly figured out what I'm going to do with it, which is my way. It'll come to me in 45 minutes, because it has to.
Is that the kelp you just brought in?
Yes.
We think so.
And everything is so rich in flavor. Just, I don't know the words. Just mwah.
It's been a great experience. The views, the nice cabins, and the food. I should have put food first.
There's tough parts of living on a boat. Not having an address. You know, you have to arm wrestle with authorities to have the right to vote and to have health insurance, and I mean, just things that we kind of take for granted. It's an interesting life in that your community is really well defined, and your responsibility to that community is very clear as well. I mean, we're literally surrounded by danger. And I think that people open up and are conversationally more intimate and real than they ever are on land. I really like that part of it. We share so many things. You know, we share meals, we share the same close quarters. We share experiences that are unique to every trip.
So what's the funnest part about your job?
Well, while I'm talking to you, I'm looking out this window and it's just stunningly beautiful. I feel incredibly lucky, you know, that I live and work in a place where I can look up from my cutting board and just have this blissful moment just because of the place I happen to be. And I know it's really, really rare, and I try to never take it for granted. The work is hard, the hours are long, but the breaks are bloody brilliant.
This looks wonderful, Tracie.